What you cooking?
Boom, and we're back. Hi, guys. Welcome to the Next Generation Baller Show. I'm your host, DP. Yes. And we are back, man. Sorry we ain't been active in that and giving you as much lives we've been getting through the week. It's been a bit of a rush week for the show. I've been going through some stuff. I had to deal with mental health issues that I just had to step away and just recalculate and come back, revalue. But don't worry, I'm good, guys. I'm good. I'm back. I'm here. And a few other little issues that we had to deal with in regards to the show. But we back, man. We back. We good. We raving, and we still giving you that content. And don't forget, we are sponsored by you guys, Self-Made Savage. Yeah, don't forget below, you can get your 20% discount code as add your next gen, and you will get 20%. That's added, yeah. Don't forget that is an added bonus you'll get, man. Don't forget that as well, guys. As well, don't forget to hit up my socials. Yeah, you'll see that below. My socials below. As you can see as well, that's my football club, East Borough Academy. Yes, don't forget us. Hit us up. All the information there, anything that you want to see. If you guys want to get down, want to get involved, come down, get involved. Also, very important, guys, if you're going through any issues, anything you want, just make sure you always speak to someone. Always speak to someone about whatever you're going through. Don't keep it in. Always talk about it. There's always someone out there that's there for you, that can help you, whether that's a professional, family member, friend. Always speak to someone, man. Very important. Yes. So the Premier League is back. Yes, second week. We are gonna give you the roundup of the week show. Sorry we didn't give you a preview show, but we'll be back giving you consistent preview shows. And at the end of every month, we'll give you a roundup of all the other leagues and other stories that's going around in regards to the leagues. But we'll still be giving you that content throughout the week, whatnot, giving you all that juicy info. Don't forget as well, like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Yeah. As well, look out as well on the social media, on the Instagram. We're going to be launching our giveaway. It's coming in the next 2 weeks, so stay tuned. Make sure you're in tune for that. We've got a big giveaway with our sponsor, Self-Made Savage. We'll be giving away hats, tops, masks, even next gen merch, t-shirts, mugs, the lot, balls, what you name it, tracksuits. We're giving you the whole lot. We're giving you everything. So look out for that. Stay tuned. We've got big giveaway to launch off the show. Give it a real big boom. Let everyone really know what we're about. We're also going to get the sponsor on the show. He's going to get the sponsor on himself. Self-Made Savage is going to come down. He's going to talk about a bit about his brand and also what he's going to do in his collaboration. So like I said, big things coming, guys. Big things coming, guys. So make sure you stay tuned and look out for that. So where do we kick off? Well, I will start off with the weekend results. Obviously, you all know what happened today. I guess that's why Supreme's not here. He's a bit upset about today's result. Couldn't get hold of him. He did put on his Snapchat that he was switching off his phone. So, we'll talk about Saturday's results first. I'm not going to go through every single results. I picked out a few results I'm going to talk about over the weekend. The Uniteds, the Cities. I wasn't going to speak about Liverpool. I'll put a little comment in there in regards to what's going on in terms of the league and whatnot. But first game that kicked off on Saturday was Manchester United versus Southampton. Not the first game. Today. First game today. 1-1. 1-1. It wasn't really a good game. Man United disappointed me. Me being a Man United fan, I wasn't happy today, man. Because today was the day that we were supposed to kick on. 5-1 last week. Like, this was supposed to be the week that we were supposed to turn up, and we didn't turn up. Like, it was the same old Like I don't understand why Matic and Fred was playing. Like someone told me when I saw that lineup, I was a bit baffled. I think Oli got too like I was wondering why Sancho didn't start. He came on for 15 minutes, so I don't know why he didn't start the game. I know he came on, but like he didn't really have an impact to them. I thought Sancho has to be the type of player that he has to start the game to really get a feel and really do what he needs to do in the game. But like he didn't really allow him that opportunity. I felt playing coming off the bench, big money signing, £73 million. Like we know Varane, obviously he just calm whatnot. He ain't really fit in. We understand why he's on the bench. But Sancho, seeing him last week, I was expecting him to start today's game. So I was very very disappointed in him not playing him today. But hopefully he gets him in. He gets him in, man. But the City game, that was actually a Saturday game. I actually skipped to today's game. I don't even know why I've done that, but it's just because I'm a Man United fan. I just wanted to talk about Man United. But hey, um, but but regards, it's crazy because I'm just moving off of Man United because I'm actually quite disappointed. But gotta give credit to Southampton. Like they did play well. They played really well considering their defeat last week. I know they was a bit gutted about the result last season. Man United, they was winning 2-0, and Man United came back to win 3-2 with a Cavani 2 goals coming off the bench. But I felt they wanted to get revenge over that result last season, and I think they justified themselves. I know the result was different because it was at St Mary's last time, and today at Old Trafford, but. It was good to see that. It was good to see that. It was good to see that they actually gave Man United a game because everyone was talking about Man United going to win in the first 6 games, and for me, I did say Man United have potential to win the league. Like we are. I know we're sixth right now. I think sixth or fifth, something like that. But City are 8th, so let's not talk. Let's not watch the leagues too much, eh? But I feel today's result, considering it being a home game as well, on us an away game, us equaling our record with Arsenal, I think it's a 50-50, isn't it? It's a boost. It's not a loss. At the same time, it's not a win. But I think we can burst on from that. Martial was poor today. Martial was poor, 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 poor. I don't know what he like. He just didn't seem up to the races at all. I don't know if this was just like a preseason game for him, but considering what Lukaku done today, but that was not really what I wanted to see from Martial. So yeah, man. We'll skip back to the Saturday result with Man City 5-0 against Norwich. Looks like Man City are back at the races. Like it was for me, Man City. Man City was always going to be dominant in against Norwich. I think seeing Liverpool beat them 3-0 last season, I could see Norwich. Like I think Norwich is going to like bottom of the league for me. And for Man City, Grealish getting his first goal, jammy goal, jammy goal. Must admit, but seemed to be on all of the back pages. Funny that. Yeah, for me, I feel like Man City really didn't. Man City really didn't shock anyone to say that because 5-0 against Norwich, that's not really a surprising result. Like, it's crazy that, isn't it? Man City winning, a team winning 5-0 and it's not really a shock result. But for me, Man City are just getting back to where they needed to be, where they need to be. And getting Grealish off the score sheet was really good. Sterling as well, getting a couple goals. That'll be crucial to them. I know Kevin De Bruyne wasn't playing because he had an injury. But Man City got a big squad, big squad, and you can see the interchanging, and you can see Grealish just slotted straight in. He can play various different positions, and everyone wondered what Pep Guardiola was going to do. Actually, Grealish, like, was he going to take Sterling's place? Was he going to take De Bruyne's place? Doubtable, considering he's nominated for Ballon d'Or. But considering he was on the bench, I was like, oh, okay. Sterling. I was thinking, okay, is he gonna? But as you can see, he's not. Pep Guardiola. He changes all the time, and I think that's just part of his armory to be someone that's very different with his tactics and very inquisitive. So, I think Grealish, yes, you're gonna see him in a lot of games, but don't be surprised if he's not starting a lot of games as well. And I think that's how he'll be used at Man City, and I think he'll just appreciate that because Man City is just a team with a load of class players, and with him being a part of that, with the money that he's getting, the money that he's on now, I know Villa was going to offer him more money, but regards to that, it's I I think he's at a happy place, and considering the performance yesterday, I think that just kicks them on. And teams got to be wary because even though they lost against Tottenham, who got a good result over the weekend, Dele Alli back in form. It's good to see that. Well, not on my side of these, but I guess for a Man City fan, I think I guess it's good to see them back on a winning run. Yeah, Norwich. Not really too much to say about Norwich. Already said that already. I think they're going to get relegated. I don't see them. I don't really see them doing too much this season. And in regards to them, yeah, it's just all round. I thought Billy Gilmore had a decent game, but overall, I think for me personally, I don't think he should have went there. Like I said, I don't think that should have been the best club for him. Like to go to a team that's gonna always lose, like I don't really think that's gonna do very. It could like some players react differently in it. He could go there and like it could make him mentally stronger. But I feel like he should have just sent him to a club where he can just really exploit his attacking prowess and the way he plays and actually be part of winning teams. And not a team that probably wins every game, but still have that feeling of having a good performance and winning a game. Because I think a lot of the season, what will he do with Billy Gilmore? He'll have good performances, but he will actually be in a winning team. So it's not really good to play good and you don't win. So I think that was a wrong move for him. But we'll see how it turns out. But the big game today, big game. Everyone was at it. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Guess who's back? Yes, he's back. Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku. It's crazy because I see. I don't know if you see that post today. I'm not sure what social media was on, but I see a post today that was talking a bit about. They was just mentioning about Lukaku back in the day when he was a kid, and show some pictures. Like, this guy's always been a beast. Like, I'm talking always. Like, don't forget, as guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like, don't forget as well, man. Shout us out. Big competition coming out soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Most importantly, follow us on the social media. Next gen. Follow us on the social on Instagram, and that's where you will see the launch. And as well, also, how can I forget? But I won't forget because I'm also going to be giving it out very, very, very soon. And yes, that's our interview with Junior Armando. Yes, we've been sorting it out with the final details on that, and we'll be giving you that very, very, very soon. So look out for that. Many more interviews to come. Many, many more. Look out for that, and also the competition that I just said as well. Kind of get off track where we're moving on to next. Yes, Romelu Lukaku. Just talking about him. Yeah, Romelu Lukaku. I saw some pictures of him when he was playing in school. Like the guy was like 10 foot tall when he was like 14 years old. Like it's absolutely mad. Like how could you be that? And it's so crazy because all the parents used to be like, "Oh, they're cheating." I'm sure he's not that age, but Romelu Lukaku was actually born in Belgium, and for me, I didn't even know that. I thought that he came from a different country, like Africa. You know, as players come from Africa and then they end up in the region of Europe and end up growing up there and playing for their countries, as you can see with the French team and also with the English team as well. A lot of few of their players not born in their native England and gone on to grow up in the country and play for England, i.e. Raheem Sterling. But yeah, Lukaku, he was a beast from young man, and it's actually crazy to see that even from that age, you can actually be that big. If you ain't seen it, go and see it. And I'm not sure if it's on Rising Ballers or Wonder Kids, but it's on one of them. Like, it's just showing the size of the guy, man. The size is ridiculous. And his performance today, boy, like, for me, the first touch is still not there. Like, everyone's talking about this Conte, mastering his first touch. Like, this guy can't touch have a first touch to save his life. But, boy, Lukaku's always going to be Lukaku, innit? He's going to score. He's going to get you goals. And regardless of that, I think no matter what you do, you're always going to fine tune him. If you can get his first touch better, like bonus. But he's a goal scorer at the end of the day. And that's all you want in your team. You just want a goal scoring attacker. So like as a striker, and I think for Chelsea last season playing Havertz up front and Werner not really doing it there, have to push him out wide. I think that's all they really did there. Like Tammy Abraham, for me personally, he could have got it. He could have fitted. He could have played that role. But I don't see why they didn't. They sold him, to be fair. But considering he come out the academy, I felt I thought Lukaku's coming and he's back home, innit? He's back where he belongs. He's doing it, and it's crazy, man. Arsenal fans, like, I just feel it for you, because what next? Like, where do we go? Like, where do we go for Arsenal fans? Like, I see all these Arsenal fans, they're crying, they don't know what to do, they're arguing, they're like, it's going mad on socials, like, and I'm sitting there thinking, like, when are you guys gonna learn? Like, when are you guys actually gonna learn? Like, it's your manager. Like, I've been telling these Arsenal guys for time that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a 10-time better manager than Mikel Arteta. Just because you was a number 2 to Pep Guardiola, it doesn't make you guaranteed best manager. With me, I see reason why I say Ole's a better manager is because he's well seasoned. He's more seasoned. He's a much more seasoned manager. Yes, he was at Mold. I think he won a title at Mold. Yeah, he won a title. Then when he went from Mold, he went to not Wolves, Cardiff. I know he got relegated for the Premier League, but he had the experience of winning the league and being relegated, working with the best manager in the world, actually working and knowing how things are done, actually being in the active, because he was just his number 2. Like, with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he felt as a player what it is that the manager wants from you in terms of the best manager in the world. So I think in regards to Arteta, like, he can only see what Pep Guardiola's doing. He can feel it in terms of like the trophies and the successes as a club, but he can't really feel that as a player. As a player, he can't really take in and soak it in. Like, and not all players, I'm not saying that like all players will go on to be like the best managers, because look, we've seen the likes of Phil Neville, who was under Sir Alex Ferguson, and we know what he's doing. He's looking to get sacked by his best mate, David Beckham. But in regards to how every player is different, in terms of Ole, he wasn't always a starter. His main attribute was coming off the bench, able to analyze the game, come off the bench, score winning goal, crucial goals that went on to win Man United titles and the crucial Champions League. So for me, if you got that type of player, like, it seems much more logical for that player to go on to be a better manager and a good manager, so I should say. So in regards to that, that's why I always say Ole's a better manager to Arteta. But I feel with Arteta, he needs to go out of Arsenal car. Arsenal don't have no hope. I'm telling you, you don't have no hope with this guy. Like, this guy is like, he's not ready for this. And if Arsenal don't, because sooner rather than later, he'll get sacked. Because I'm telling you now, if he stays at Arsenal for the whole season, Arsenal finish bottom half of the table. I won't say relegation, because that's actually taking a mick. And I thought that obviously they're not as bad as the likes of Norwich and I'll say Newcastle. But even though I thought Newcastle can beat Arsenal, like, it's mad. It's actually mad. I don't like, if Arsenal stick with Arteta, basically they're done for. And I don't see how they can carry on the next 2-3 games with this and the same performances, because Aubameyang just didn't look like he wanted to be there, like, and that's crazy. Cause I'm sure he's got like another 2 years on his contract, and for a player like that to be at your club, I know they want to try shift him with the end of the market going, and who knows, he may still go. Like, we're all forgetting like there's still another week left of the market. Like, even me myself almost forgot. We'll talk about a few transfer stories before we close the show, but there's still 1 week left of the transfer window. But we say that Arsenal spent the most. If they're not spent the most already in the transfer window, and you can't really see that improvement in the team. But the one player that I did see an improvement in, I see that maybe might take Arsenal to another level is Partey. Partey, I didn't really watch him a lot last season because I know he was injured a lot. Watched 1, 2, 3 games in, man. For me, I didn't watch him Atletico. And for me, if Atletico are selling you at the price that they sold him to Arsenal, I don't feel like he was a player that could go make it in the Premier League. So I had my doubts about him. But I watched him today and I was like, all right, fair enough. I'll give you a juice. And for me, I can see why a lot of top clubs didn't sign him in terms of his injury-prone record, because, like I said, I haven't seen him, and I'm sure he's been at Arsenal since last season. or the season before. From not sure it's last season. But yeah, Partey looks like a player. I can see why clubs didn't want to sign in terms of his injury prone record, but I can see why a lot of people was raving about him in terms of his ability as a defensive midfielder. Very neat, very tidy, clean on the tackle, very athletic, big build, good in the air. I like him. But in terms of how the weekend's wrapped up as a whole, I feel that some clubs have gone on and, as you saw, clubs not getting a good result last week in terms of the likes of Man City getting a win, come back with a raving 5-0 win. Don't forget about Liverpool, who also won their game against Burnley, 2-0 victory, back-to-back wins. It looks like Chelsea back-to-back wins. It looks like the Liverpool look like they're here to say, you know what, we're not here for this. We're really here. Jota looks like he's here to say, I'm this main striker. We don't need to buy no striker. 2-2, everyone sit down. So Salah looks like he's on ball. So, and Van Dijk looks like he's back to the levels. What knee injury? What knee injury for Van Dijk? So Liverpool, Chelsea, back-to-back wins definitely look like the two teams that are going to have a very strong start to the season. Manchester United have to pick it up. Well, you can see with Liverpool, they're practically playing the team that they're going to play throughout the season. Be surprised if they get we've got 1-2 players to come back. I know they got Robinson to come back at left back, and I think Henderson to come back in the midfield. But I think Liverpool, I think they're playing the best about team right now, and I know Robinson, what a terrific player he is. He can definitely bring them up to a level. So I can see Liverpool definitely being that team that's going to have a good start to the season, considering that they got their best team out of there so far. Chelsea as well. Like I think Chelsea now with Tuchel, I don't really see them making too much signings. I think with these two back-to-back victories, I think they've got enough. And that's why I say I think them two, Man City back now, I think them three now are going to be chopping at the bit. In regards to Manchester United, I still believe that they can win the title, but it's a big if. The next game has to be a win. It has to be a win, and Sancho and Varane have to be starting. If Manchester United don't get nothing but a win next week, and Sancho and Varane are not starting, there's problems. Something's gone wrong there. Because there's already been issues about how Varane got into the club, issues about Sancho. I won't dive into that too much. But yeah, Man United need to win that next game to start really, really chomping at the bit. So Arsenal, boy, got a lot of work. So as it stands so far, it's Chelsea at the top, Liverpool, Brighton's in there, mixing it up, Spurs, United, Everton, Brentford, and City. That's the top 8. But we won't even look into that too far. Personally, I don't even know why I mentioned it. But yeah, that's what we've got with so far. And hopefully we get the same exciting football, because it's been lovely seeing the fans back, man. Crazy. Like, it's been absolutely, I've seen it, like me, I can't wait to get to a game. Like, I'm sitting there craving what game I'm going to go, whether it's Old Trafford, considering being London is going to be a hefty trip, or whether I take a trip down to London Stadium, or whereabouts. But I need to get back into them turnstiles, man. And whatever team you want me to go match, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know on the social medias if you want me to go Pacific game, or if you got a ticket for me. Let me know. I'll come down, watch the game, and give you guys the reaction on it. So yeah, man, let's hope we get another exciting week next week. I'll be giving you guys the preview before I let you know my thoughts on the team, highlighting what games, and if I'll be giving you a watch along on the team and what team it will be. So I'll give you guys a quick transfer roundup before we actually close the show. So a few little stories. Rumors that Messi might be ending his career. He just came to Man City. What am I talking about? Rumors that Messi might be ending his career. So rumors that he's been talking with David Beckham, having a little cheeky chinwag, that, hey, after 2 years, what are you saying? You want to come down and chill with me in Miami? Get some cocktails, chilling on the beach? And I think Messi might take up his offer. So look out for that. Messi in the MLS. We've seen the mad amount of money that he's generated. Because you know what is mad with Messi? Yeah? Everyone thought that, even me personally, I thought when he left Barcelona, that the magic could go. Like, it don't feel the same him being there, but the magic ain't left him, has it? Like, I think he's even got a bigger fanfare than Ronaldo. To be fair, me being a CR7 fan, I didn't witness what I witnessed in Paris for Ronaldo when he went to Real Madrid or Juventus. That was crazy. That was crazy what he done. I know Ronaldo in his own right and he's different in his own place, but that whole story, that whole way that it happened with Messi, it's a movie, isn't it? It's actually a movie. Like it's sick. Like that was actually mad. So Messi going to the MLS, I can see that happening definitely in 2 years in regard to the financial rewards that will bring to the league and for football in general. I think the world love to see Messi, and I think we all craved him seeing in different leagues. So we're going to see him in the league in a PSG shirt, and maybe we'll see him in the pink and white of an Inter Milan shirt in a couple of years' time with his buddy David Beckham. So that's that. Man City, £50 million short of Harry Kane. I think they'll get it done. Week left. I think they're just niggling and biggling. I think City are saying that so far. If they get rid of 2 players, which I think they can, 2, 3 players, I think they'll just spend it and get him because then they won't really mess up their final fracture for play. But I think right now they don't want to spend it. If Tottenham come down, Daniel Levy, type guy, that it will come down. But if he comes down, then they'll go for it. But I think if City get rid of a couple of players, they'll get him in. Interesting one here, Haaland. Midweek clause kicks in, a mid-season clause, midweek. We all love to get Haaland in the midweek, wouldn't we? But mid-season, Haaland, £64 million release clause is activated. So interesting. Had a firing start to the season. Is he now going to be taken up from clubs in the January transfer window? So that's yet to be seen. Haaland's contract is up in the January transfer window. His release clause. His release clause is up for £64 million. And that's an interesting one because that's going to be dependent on how the Champions League goes. Is Borussia Dortmund qualify? What teams qualify? Injuries? That's going to be very, 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 very interesting January transfer window. Very, very interesting. So we could see maybe Haaland joining the Premier League in January. Bruno Fernandes did it. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Another one I wanted to talk about is Nuno Mendonça, former Spurs Academy graduate, released. I should say, not released, left for PSG. I should say, left for PSG. Now ripping it up there. I love this guy. Reason why I love this guy is we have one. I'm a football coach, East Junior Academy. Don't forget to follow us on the show. This guy, we sadly one of our players passed away in our team, and as a club, we decided to raise money for him. And Nuno actually was one, if not the only professional football player that I know that personally that I saw that donated money. Was the first one. Put it on the social media, and I really took into that. I really appreciated that, and it showed the humility of football players. I know a lot of football players do a lot for charity, but this was at a charity. This is a young man's life that was taken away, sadly, in his sleep, and he saw it as a kind of his heart to do that for him. So that touched me, and I've been watching his career really closely, and he's been ripping it up in PSG, doing a mazza. I don't know how Tottenham let him go. They're crying out for a winger, right? Well, I wouldn't say they're crying out for a winger, but they've got Bergwijn and Son. But other than that, he definitely could get into their team, and he would have been a good asset. And they're talking about £40 million after letting go for near enough free. Yeah, so that's an interesting one. I doubt Tottenham, depending on the money that they get for Harry Kane, if he goes, I doubt Tottenham will make that £40 million bid for him. That will be an interesting one to see. So look out for that one. Look out for that one. So yeah, that's the transfer shows for today, guys. Yeah. So I think that is it. Yeah, nothing else to cover. That is it. Oh yeah, because I didn't do a preview show, I can't really talk about the players I told you to watch because I didn't give you guys anything to watch. But don't worry, we're back and we're banging now. So don't worry, you're gonna see us much more on social media. You're gonna see us much more on Twitter. You're gonna see us much more lives. You're gonna see competitions. You're gonna see interviews. You're gonna see all sorts. So stay tuned. Next Gen Baller Show. Are you the next generation baller? Are you? Are you? See you later, guys. Have a good one. See you in a week.